Hi, so today we're going to learn about implementing selection sort. In selection sort, we're going to select a number from this given unsorted array, and then that selected number has to be minimum, right? And then after that, we will compare it to all these number, make sure that number is minimum, and we will replace or we will swap with the largest number on this uh, array. So let's look at the concept here. So in this unsorted array, we will select the first index and then compare it with all these number, and we found that 12 is basically the minimum value here. And then once we found that, we will swap it with the index 1. So we will put the minimum value to index 0, right? So that we have a number that increase from lowest number to greatest number right here. So that will be our solutions. So let's go and code it in JavaScript. So in this JavaScript, we're going to have two for loop. So basically like a bubble sort, but we select minimum first. In that case, a little bit faster than bubble sort, but they still have time complexity of big out of n square. So not very big difference. So this will be our outer index, and then we're going to start from 0, and we will be drawing the boundary of the range with the array length. Alright, oh, there is a mistake right here. And okay, so then we're gonna have another for loop inside. That will be our inner for loop, right? So this inner index will be our for loop that we're going to use it on finding minimum index. So in this case, we will use for min, and this min will take from outer index, right? We just assume that the first index is minimum, and then this min will be comparing against right here with the if conditions and array if the min is greater than array and inner index. That means we have to update the min with the inner index. So inner index will start from outer index plus 1, because we want to be start from the next number right here, right? So we're going to compare with the min value, which is starting from 0. So this will be index 1. Okay, so we're going to go all the way to the end of the list and basically find the minimum value. And then after that, after swapping that, we're going to start from the next one as we for the outer index. Okay, so now once we find the inner index, not inner, minimum index, then we have to compare if min is not equal to outer index. What that means is basically if we are not at the end of the array, then we can swap, right? So basically this is going to be swap this number and this number and so on. So this will be TMP for temporary, and then basically let's copy this right here, and then we can replace that with outer, and then let's copy this. We can say outer index in the array value will be replaced with min, right? and then min will be replaced with PMP. So makes sense. So we're going to take the first number, the first index, the minimum right here, right? And then we're going to store it temporarily for right here, this with this variable. And then we're going to replace the current number with the minimum value, and then we're going to replace the current minimum value on the array with the larger number right here, the largest number basically, or a larger number, and that will be our solutions. So let's see if this function is working correctly or not. So we're gonna call console.log, and then we're going to have this big array right here and see if it's sorted correctly or not. And it did, so that's our solution. So control and enter. Oh, we have a problem here. So I think we spelled length. We have a spelling mistake here. length, length. So that's supposed to be length. And yeah, so now we got the right answer. Control and enter, and it worked. So that's it for our selection sort.